Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. And this is not the first time you'll be hearing me say, no matter where you are, Nigeria will continue to happen to you. Whether you are in America, UK, Asia, Europe, wherever you have run to, Nigeria will follow you there. You know this popular YouTuber and content creator and advocate, Adeola. She came up with a post about a couple of days or about a week saying that she was deported. When I came across that video, I didn't bother to watch because I perhaps thought that she would be talking about someone else's story or perhaps what we already know. But her own explanation to what happened made me to say, I must soup mouth for this matter. Listen to her story if you have not.
All right, my people, let's talk about how I was deported. It's a really long story. It's a roller coaster story, actually. So please bear with me. In the morning, we made our way to the airport. Excited. We went through immigration at the airport. They checked all our documents. The airline told us that we were cleared to enter Honduras with green card.
Africa team, Africa team.
When we landed in Biko, it was a different story. Honduras Immigration said we needed a visa to enter Honduras. We said that's not what we found online. Green card holders are allowed to enter without a visa. They said that is true, but it does not apply to Nigerian passport green card holders. I was like, wait, what? Like, come again. You do green card discrimination here based on passport? Like, hey, green card is green card. Why would anybody with an American green card want to run away to Honduras, regardless of the color of their passports? It's a third world country like Nigeria. I was like, okay, we noticed that you have visa upon arrival. They said, yes, we do. Okay, so can we please apply for the visa upon arrival? We're ready to pay. They said, yes, we have visa upon arrival. But it is for other countries, not for Nigerians. I was like, wait, what? They said Nigerians have to go to the Honduras embassy in Houston and then get a visa and then you can come back. I was like, what? I was like, what are you saying? Why is everything against Nigerian passports? Why is it a crime to be a Nigerian? So we explained that we are not staying in your country. We just want to get on a ship, which is literally 10 minutes from this airport. They asked if we work on the ship. We said no. And then they said they needed to go and talk to their boss. When they came back, they said the boss said that not only would we not be allowed to get on the cruise, but in fact, she would deport us. At first, I was like, deport, okay. Nobody is getting deported here. We insisted on speaking with the Oga, and so she came. This is the Oga.
So, pass over here, please. Ingreso.
We greeted her very well. We explained our predicament respectfully, showing her the evidence of the cruise, including the email that we got from the cruise line that authorized us to join them in Honduras, because you can't just get on the ship in Honduras without their authorization. So we showed them their email and all. Nah, she saw everything, and she still insisted that we would be deported. That was how this woman ordered that we be detained at the airport. By the way, this was a third country airport, okay? No AC. And it was freaking hot, guys. The children were crying. They just put us in one room, which was also their office. So we were all cramped with the staff. The door wasn't locked, of course, so we were going in and out because, hey, I was ready to fight. The whole airport is like, it was really small. We tried to reason with this woman. She no grill. That was when I switched it off for her, like, what exactly is the color of your problem? We are not here to stay. We just want to get on the ship that is 10 minutes from the airport. We even told her, madam, you can escort us to the ship. Oh. Nah. No. Sometimes this woman no gree. The kids kept crying. They were hungry. They were thirsty. I asked them for water for the kids. This woman refused. She insisted we give her the kids' passport before she would give us water. So I gave her the kids' passport. She still did not give us water. And she did not let anyone else give us water. By then I was furious. I really don't care who you are. You can do your job and still be human. I was so mad. Please, I understand that she was doing her job, but she could still be nice. I was so mad. Victor was so upset. We were all giving it to her back to back. Like, these are kids. And the most annoying thing for me is that they kept talking about us amongst themselves in Spanish. I wish I learned Spanish, guys. So we had no idea what they were saying. And I kept telling them, you should at least have the decency to speak in a language that we understand. How can you have visa upon arrival and be discriminating against us because we are holding Nigerian passports? How can you allow green card holders into your country without a visa, but not Nigerian green card holders? How does that make sense? They said our passport is category C. We were like, what? I checked online, and in fact, guys, I found out that Nigerian passport ranks really low, not just in the entire world, but even in Africa. Forget about Seychelles, Mauritius, South Africa, Botswana. Those ones are gone. Forget about Kenya. Forget about Ghana. Do you know that passports of the Gambia, Uganda, Sierra Leone, Zimbabwe, Niger, Liberia, even Cameroonian passport allows you to travel to more countries without a visa than Nigerian passport? As in. Can you believe that Nigerian passport is only better than 5 other countries in Africa? I'm just focusing on Africa now. South Sudan, Eritrea, Libya, and Somalia. Except Ethiopia and the DRC. They all rank the same level as Nigerian passport. Guys, at that particular time in detention, I wanted to say a special prayer for the Nigerian government. Woo, child. Let me just say real quick that it's not like the usual detention where you are locked up. No, we were all sitting, it was an office, but they still detained us, you know. Now, I travel a lot. I've been to so many countries, and this is not the first time that I will experience some kind of discrimination or embarrassment because I have a Nigerian passport, but this was the pinnacle, guys. So later, Madam told everybody else that if I don't behave myself, that we will all sleep at the airport. Ooh, that made me mad even more. I was like, hell no, very weary. I did not budge. Now, after keeping us for some hours, Madam decided to put us in a hotel, saying that she would deport us on Thursday. This was Tuesday. I said, the ship is arriving tomorrow and leaving tomorrow, Wednesday. Why do you want to keep us till Thursday? Even if you want to deport us, then put us on the ship. The ship is going to the US. You know, the cruise will still end up in the US. She no agree. To cut the long story short, she decided to put us in a hotel, but she insisted that the men have to sleep in one room and the women have to be in another room, just to make sure that we don't run away. And to make sure that we comply, she sent 2 security guards, immigration officers, to go with us. One woman to sleep with the ladies, the man to sleep with the men. I was furious. I was like, where do we want to run to? You want to separate husbands and wives? Not happening. Anyways, when we got on the bus, guys, when we finally left the airport, we were so disappointed. There was nothing special about Return Honduras except for the water. I'm sure that other cities in Honduras would look nice, but where we landed in Rotan, it wasn't special at all. It wasn't even as beautiful as Okesuno, Sedeberi. Now, on that same bus ride, the 2 security guards told us that their boss could have actually put us on the ship, that she had the power to do so, that all the crew members that work on the ship, they always let them on the ship, and that she could have actually allowed us to get on the ship, and that they also tried to talk to her to allow us to get on the ship, but she refused. And so it made no sense even to them that she was just so mean that day. Somebody said maybe she once dated a Nigerian guy that showed her pepe. Me, I don't know. I don't get involved. I don't get involved. But this woman was cruel. And she had no empathy at all, not even for the kids. And I said to the security people, okay, you guys cannot put women in one room and men in another. We are 3 different families. We are not going anywhere. Give people their privacies. And they said, absolutely. They already discussed it. And as they were driving us to the hotel, they said, oh, look, that is where the ship will dock. They pointed, and there was even a ship there, not our own. So even the hotel was farther than where we wanted to go, you know. Guess what? They ended up taking us to the same hotel that we had booked. So I said to the hotel people, I said, I beg, cancel our reservation and refund our money. These people are willing to pay. So they paid for our night at the hotel, and we still had what we had reserved, which was a suite for each of the families. So the woman slept in our own suite. Each suite had 2 rooms. So she had her own room, and we slept with the kids in our room. And the man slept at the Osunji's suite. So they had their own room as well. Say Lara coming the whole time. I was just trying to understand what was happening. I mean, all we wanted to do was go on a birthday vacation. I was like, Lord, how did we end up being detained, facing deportation? None of this is making sense. And that was hard. It was really hard. They allowed us to go and eat dinner, but they followed us. So they kept monitoring all our moves at the hotel to make sure that we did not escape. We had to go together everywhere we went. That night, guys, we called everyone that we knew that could help us. The US government responded. They spoke with us on the phone. They were willing to step in for Victor, especially him being a veteran, and the kids. But they said to him that they couldn't help me because I wasn't a citizen. Then we called the Nigerian government, guys. Okay, let me not laugh. Well, Nigerian embassy, they actually tried, guys. I spoke with some people at the Nigerian embassy in Washington, D.C. So they tried to help us. They wanted to contact the nearest Nigerian embassy there so that they could help us, but there was no Nigerian embassy in Honduras. So they said unless we go to Belize, which it wasn't possible. So there was nothing that they could do. Now, what was paining me the most, guys, is the fact that, and it's really sad, that Nigerian politicians don't know that what they do affects how Nigerian citizens are treated all over the world. Nigerian passport used to be strong. I heard that there was a time that you could travel even to the UK with Nigerian passport and you wouldn't even need a visa. We were being treated like this solely because I had Nigerian passports, and we shouldn't even be in tier C. But because a lot of Nigerians are now desperate to leave the country, there is this belief that anybody with a Nigerian passport is just trying to escape into their country, even into Honduras, which is also a third world country.
Good. This is just the summary of an extract from what she posted. Green card holder in America being deported, not that she's being deported from America back to Nigeria, because that was what many people thought, or being deported from a Western country of first world country for that matter. Yeah, but lo and behold, she was even deported from a country Nigeria is far better than. Enokwano never me pom so enokwano onen kamwa epom onago. You can imagine. Now this shows to a large extent the public image of Nigeria and Nigerians in the global stage, at the global stage. Everybody is in Nigeria make caricature. Everybody is now making a mockery of this thing you call Nigeria. Especially when you carry Nigerian passport, you are already a culprit. Because as I'm talking to you now, I am carrying the pain of rejection because you are carrying Nigerian passport. Because for the way things are now in Nigeria, every country will think you are jackmarring. Even if you are going from Nigeria to hellfire, even hellfire may report you thinking you want to jackpot to hellfire. Because I don't think there is any place under the face of the sun that is better for Nigerians to be accepted. Everywhere you go, Nigerians are being rejected, being treated like an outcast. You see why it is important? You join us in this campaign. You join us in this crusade. You join us in this ballot revolution. Mandi Wanase, Nafabro part of Nigeria. You are only deceiving yourself because you and I know you are still carrying Nigerian passport. Even if you have rejected Nigerian passport and taken other passports, yet, Ejunaga or dokporokwa shell. As snail they go, in they carry in shell. As long as you still have entanglement with Nigeria, because that is your native country, as I may say, no matter the fact that you and I know that Nigeria is a British colonial contraption, yes. But in the matter where we are now, we are all entrapped in this British colonial contraption. And the only way out is for us to start fixing governance. It is only when you can talk about separation or agitation whatsoever. That is my own opinion. I could be wrong, but nobody have proven me otherwise. Despite the fact that, yes, some of my people will say, nah, to hell with Nigeria. Even myself. To hell with Nigeria. But the process is what matters. And I believe in advocacy for good governance. To free Nigerians from Nigeria, including my people, the Biafrans. Whether you understand it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you are in Nigeria or have escaped, Nigeria will continue happening to you. And that is the bottom line of this message. And until we do something fast, it will come knocking at your door one day. Come to think of it, it is in Nigeria and in Africa, because of the situation of things, because of bad governance, a country that is even far less wealthy in terms of blessed with natural resources, will be treating Nigeria or African countries like nothing, like a trash. You can imagine the whole world is coming to Africa to cash out from this thing they call immigration routes. And if I tell you how many millions of Africans that are applying for visa to travel abroad, even on a genuine reasons to go on a holiday or visit and come back, they will continue treating you like a culprit, like a suspect, like a criminal. There is nothing you will tell them that they will make, except on exceptional cases of those living in that level, at elite level, you know, those who have stolen enough, those who have made humongous money enough from the system. Although, because Nigeria, to be honest with you, it is the worst of the people that are wealthy in this country. The worst, most of them, 70% of them, to be very fair, made their money from illicit, corrupt, or proceed from corruption. Let me just put it out, that, or government patronage through corruption. Anyway, don't wait until Nigeria happens to you before you join this campaign for good governance. Because I don't see the reason why these countries will come to Africa and be raking out money in the name of visa fee, whereas they know they are not going to give that visa to the people. Check it. It's a cash out for them. If I tell you how many billions that are being cashed out, because people want to, even those who want to genuinely travel for visit and come back, they'll keep. If the government, if we have government, why don't they make it a mandatory that it is only payment for visa fee on approval? Let us start with that first. And also fix our country. Because as long as I'm concerned, wherever you are, Nigeria will continue happening to you. And that is my position. Well, I want to tell you, we keep pushing, and our ideology, we're not stopping. We're not matching break. Head on to our vision, to ignite food revolution in our homeland. That is my ultimate plot now. Well, what's your take? Let me have your opinion on the comment section. I still remain Suchiro Peters, your advocate for good governance. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.